Today's video is about ridiculous gadgets that shouldn't exist. Yeah, let's start. The first gadget in this video is gonna be Max's gadget. More specifically, the gadget I'll be talking about is the Sneaky Sneakers gadget. On paper, the gadget seems pretty good, but it really isn't. The impact of the gadget is like 0 to none, and you have to be like really good to use it. You have to be like crying, man, to use it. But it's just like treated as a meme, and the Brawl Stars community isn't really taking that serious, and I would not recommend using it at all. So yeah, I'd recommend using the other gadget.
Hey, I'm Chorizo. I'm kind of self-inserting myself here for self-promo, but whatever, okay? If this video does well, I'll get some subscribers, hopefully. Basically, this human being slash friend slash I don't even know wanted me to record a video for him. Well, a segment of it for Leon's clone projector gadget. Now, this gadget isn't exactly the best because, it's pretty obvious. It's really bad if you go against anyone with half a brain. And it just isn't good in general. The main purpose why people even use it is to do, like, funny clips or to use it as, like, a shield, something like the Nita Bear, but just a lot worse. Back to you, man.
That's enough from you. You can go back to whatever hole you came from. But the next gadget we'll be talking about is Dynamite's gadget fidget spinner. And no, I'm not talking about the toy. The reason this gadget is bad is for multiple reasons. The first reason is it's very difficult to use. You're not gonna be grinning ear to ear after you use it. You can't really hit anybody with it. It's really hard to aim, and you're most definitely not hitting anybody from close range because they're not getting hit by it. And it doesn't do as much damage as it should, and it's just random as well. So kind of sucks. And you can't shoot while you're using it, so anybody close up to you can just kill you easily. So yeah. A perk I forgot to add is that it gives you extra speed while you're using it. So do with that as you will. Now for our next gadget. Drum roll, please. Thanks for the drum roll. Now on to our last gadget. Who could have guessed? Yeah, no question, this is just one of the worst gadgets to ever exist. It would send a projectile that's really slow and do 500 damage. The projectile would go where you would place your super, and it was just a horrible gadget. The first problem appears when you realize you need to use your super to use the gadget. The second problem was that it was incredibly difficult to get value out of. No matter how good of a player you were, you could have been the best player in the world, and it would have been extremely difficult to get any value out of it. Now on to the little gremlin to talk about the rework.
Before going on to my segment, I would like to mention that he actually said that he forgot about the fact that YouTubers would make actual compilations trying to get value out of this gadget. It was that bad. It was so difficult, in fact, that it would take them at least 20 to an hour worth of minutes trying to get value out of this gadget. Now, I will go on to my segment of how it got saved by the developers, and now how come it is actually a good gadget. Hooray, yip yip, amazing. You see, the community was pretty mad about the fact that RT had this awful gadget since the start of him being in the game. So, the developers decided to stop getting backlash, and they decided to make an actual update to the gadget, and they reworked it to make it so instead of shooting a horrible projectile that does nothing and you'll never get value out of it, this time it actually gets your super back. It gives you your super. This rework actually made the gadget good again, even though it literally was never good. But still, it made it a good gadget, and now the developers can rest happy knowing that they solved their biggest problem of having the worst gadget in the game no longer being bad. Hooray! Clap, clap. Applause for the developers. They deserve it.
Special thanks for Chorizo for helping me out with the video. You guys should really go subscribe to him. He doesn't really post much, but he's gonna. And stay cool.